All right, so today is the 17th, November 17th, and we are going to work on our warm up. I am going to model how to do arithmetic sequences today. You're going to do some guided practice, just not a whole lot of guided practice, but we're going to do some guided practice. And I'm going to briefly talk about recursive and explicit. Okay. Homework for tonight, I really want you to just work on already. The lesson that I want you to do is called linear and slope. Okay.
So do you not want us to do Wednesday's homework?
I just want you to do this for homework, please. All right. I want us to do so here for this is Wednesday, right? So please mark out the Wednesday one. What was what now? It's linear equations and slope. Do not forget that the iReady project is due November the 29th. It should be 3 lessons.
Is that next week? Or like the next week?
We're out next week. It's the week you come back. Okay. Any questions about that? Your work tomorrow will be on Canvas. Your homework is going to be, let's finish out with the iReady. Since we have an iReady project that's due, you need to make sure that all 3 of your lessons are completed. If I were you, please try to get those done before you leave to go on your break. You don't want to have anything to do during your break, so just finish that out. Your quiz on Friday is just going to be on that perpendicular that we talked about, perpendicular, parallel lines, perpendicular lines. And then you're just going to do some review problems because the quiz is not going to be that long.
You said mark out Wednesdays too?
Huh?
Did you say mark out Wednesdays for one?
Yeah, mark out Wednesday and Thursday. All right, so now I'm going to pause the calls. I'm going to give you some time to work on the warm-up. I'm going to give you some time to work on the warm-up. Okay?
After the first 2 minutes, I go to that.
Yeah. We are working on the warm-up. Yes, sir. It was when you come back. I'm not going to say who's second, last, whatever, blah, 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 because that's too much to keep up with. All right, let's look at number 3, you said. You're writing this in standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c, where the x term cannot be a negative, fraction, or decimal, okay? So you're going to have to move the x term to the other side. So you're going to add 2/5 x to both sides. This is going to give you 2/5 x plus y equals, this is gone, 3. It's in the correct order, but it's not in standard form because the first number is a fraction. So in order to get rid of the denominator 5, you're going to multiply everything by 5. So when you multiply everything by 5, that's going to just leave you with 2x plus 5y equals 15. And now this is written in standard form. Okay. Any questions about that? Yes.
Well, I have my hand too soon. I was gonna ask about number 1.
Number 1, when you solve for number 1, it's the same thing. It's the same way we did it in the other problems. We put a 1 under this and we use cross multiplication. Okay. So that means you're multiplying 3 times the 3n plus 2. This is less than or equal to, and you're going to multiply 1 times 4n plus 15, which is 4n plus 15. So here all you're doing is solving. So that means you're just going to do distributive property. This gives you 9n plus 6. Bring down the less than equal to. All right. We only had distributive property on this side. Move the variables to the same side. I'm going to move the smaller one by subtracting it on both sides. When I do that, that gives me 5n plus 6. This is less than or equal to 15. Okay? So I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides. What's 6 from 15? 9. Oops, sorry. Less than, equal to. It's 9 on this side. Now what do I do? Divide both sides by 5. And that's going to give me n less than or equal to 9 over 5. Okay. Last minute questions? Is that it? Yes.
What's number 2? I didn't.
You write it in slope intercept form. That's y equals mx plus b. Guys, you're going to have to go back and look at previous problems as well. Okay. Y equals mx plus b. So if you're solving for y, you got to get y by itself. You see that? So in order to get y by itself, you got to move the 5x first. How do I move a 5x? Sorry. How do I move 5x? Yes. You subtract it on both sides. Okay. So after I subtract 5x, this gives me 2y is equal to negative 5x minus 1. Now what do I do to get y by itself? Yes. Divide everything by 2. When I divide everything by 2, what is the equation there? Yes, go ahead.
Y equals negative 5 over 2 x minus 1 over 2.
Very good. All right, so which one is my slope? Which the letter for slope is m. What's m in here?
Negative 5 over 2.
Negative 5 over 2. And what's my y-intercept? The letter for y-intercept is b. What's my b here?
Negative 1 over 2.
Negative 1 over 2. Okay. All righty. Let's make sure we put this in our folder. Anybody still copying? Okay, let's put this in our, yes. Yeah, it's been, yeah. Let's put this in our folder, please. And take out your interactive notebook. Okay, last thing we talked about was the Fibonacci sequence. Yesterday, don't forget, we broke it down to 2 basic sequences, which is your arithmetic sequence, geometric sequence. The difference, arithmetic sequence is when you add or subtract to get to the next number. A geometric sequence is when you multiply to get to the next number. Even if it looks like it's being divided, it's still by the same number. It's still a geometric sequence because you're going to write that in terms of multiplication. So if it's being, if to get to the next number, you're dividing by 2, writing that in terms of multiplication means that you're going to say you're multiplying by half. If you're dividing by 3 to get to the next number, you're going to say you're multiplying by 1/3. You're always going to write your common ratio in terms of multiplication. Okay. All right. The Fibonacci sequence is when you add the current number and the previous number together to get the next number. All right. So on yesterday, I wanted you to tell me if the sequence was an arithmetic sequence, geometric, or Fibonacci. If it was an arithmetic sequence, then I wanted you to tell me the common difference, D. If it was a geometric sequence, I wanted you to tell me the common ratio, R. Okay? Raise your hand if you need more time to finish these 4 problems. Okay, so we got them done. Okay. Are you raising your hand or no? Okay. Okay, so the very first one, what kind of sequence is this? Yes. Very good. It's a Fibonacci sequence. And some people probably do say Fibonacci, I guess. I don't know. Tomato. Okay. It is a Fibonacci sequence. Number 2, what kind of sequences is that? Yes. Arithmetic sequence. What's the common difference here? Oops. You're adding 2 every single time. So your common difference, or D, is 2. Number 3, what's this one? N? Say it louder, baby. Fibonacci. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. And the last one, what's the last one? Yes.
I got geometric.
Geometric. And what's the common ratio there?
Would it be 1/2?
The common ratio is 1/2. You multiply by 1/2. Okay. Any questions about those? Raise your hand if you got them all right. That's good. Okay. All right, let's move to page, I forgot what page this was, 14. This one is finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. Finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. The nth term, what that means is that you might want to find, they give you a sequence, and they might ask you to find the 20th number or the 20th term. Or they might ask you to find the 100th term. You don't want to have to keep doing the same process over and over again just to get to the 20th number or even the 8th number. So there's a formula that you can use. You plug in the values, and it'll tell you what that 20th number, 10th number, 13th number, 100th number is. And this is the formula. This is the formula. Okay. You have A sub n. A sub n only means this is the term that you're looking for. So if you're looking for the 20th number, you replace this with n with 20. Okay? So this is the term. A sub n is the term that you're looking for. All right? It's equal to A sub 1. A sub 1 is the first number in the list. A sub 1 is the first number in the list. Plus, you're going to take that first number in the list and add, in parentheses, whatever term you're looking for. So if you're looking for the 20th number, you're going to say 20 there minus 1. And you're going to multiply it times the common difference, whatever the common difference is. If the common difference is 2, then you're going to multiply it by 2. If the common difference is a negative 4, because you're subtracting 4 every time, you're going to multiply by a negative 4. All right, so again, A sub n is the term that you're looking for. A sub 1 is the first term in the list. N is the term that you're looking for. So if it's the 20th, you're going to put 20 there. If it's the 5th, you're going to put 5 there. And D is your common difference. Okay. All right. So let's do an example, okay? If I lose you, just tell me, okay? So I can take a step back and explain. All right, so the first thing, of course, that's given, this is the given part, is the sequence. So they're going to give you, and we're only doing arithmetic sequences, so I'm going to give you an arithmetic sequence. We got 35, and we got 32, we got 29, we got 26, ... because the pattern will continue. All right. The directions will state to find the 10th or whatever term they want you to find, the 10th term in the list. And of course, you can continue the pattern and you can figure out what that 10th number is, but we are going to use the formula, okay? Note to self that the first number they give you, this is the first number, the second number, the third number, the fourth number, so on and so forth. That's note to self, unless they tell you that this is the starting number or the 0 number. Then this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. But if they don't specify, you infer yourself that this is the first number, second number, third number, fourth number. If you are lost by what I said, then please say something. Is everybody okay? Okay. So now, in order to do that, in order to find the 10th number by using the formula, there are some variables that you need to fill out. First of all, the term that you're looking for is the 10th number. So this is going to be a sub 10. I'm going to copy the formula again and then substitute, okay? This is the formula. Excuse me. So your N, the number that you're looking for, is 10. N is equal to 10. That's the number that you're looking for. Any questions about how I come up with N is equal to 10? Okay. A sub 1. A sub 1 is the first number in the list. This is A sub 1. This will be A sub 2. This will be A sub 3. This will be A sub 4, so on and so forth. Okay. Any questions about that? So my A sub 1 is 35. Any questions about that? Okay. The other number that you need is the D, the common difference. Okay, how much are you adding or subtracting to get to the next number? How much are you adding or subtracting to get to the next number? Yes. Negative 3. You're going to add negative 3 or you're subtracting 3 to get to the next number. So your common difference is a negative 3. Any questions about how I came to that conclusion? So now I take this information and I substitute it into the formula to find the 10th number in the list. So this is going to be A sub 10. I'm finding the 10th number in the list. My first number is 35 plus the number that I'm trying to find is the 10th number, so that's 10 minus 1. And you're going to multiply it times the common difference of negative 3. Anybody lost? Okay. For some of these, you may need your calculator, so let me pause real quickly so you can pick that up. Row 1 and 2, pick up. Okay, so now we're going to use order of operations to find our answer. So order of operations tells us to do operations within the parentheses. So this is 9. So we got 35 plus 9 times negative 3, correct? So now we could just punch this in, or we could multiply first, because that's what it tells us to do. So this would be 35 plus what, 9 times what? Negative 3. And what does that give us when we type that in? Any questions about that? So our 10th number in the list, our a sub 10, is equal to what number? 8. The 10th number in the list is 8. Any questions about that? All right, let's try another one. Okay. Number 2. This is the sequence. Anybody still copying so I don't move on without us? Okay, let me pause. All right, so this sequence is negative 3, then negative 23. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Then negative 43. Then negative 63. ... as it continues. Okay? The directions for this one is to find the 12th number in the sequence. Find the 12th term in the sequence. And this is an arithmetic sequence, okay? So, we're going to write the formula. We got a sub n is equal to, and you have to know this by heart, okay? So please study the formula. A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, the common difference. That's not what I meant to do. All right, so information that we need to know. What's our n going to be? 12. Good job. What's our a sub 1 going to be?
I was going to ask, how do you clear the calculator again?
Clear it.
Yeah.
Second to clear.
7 and 1, 2.
Very good. Second plus 7, 1, 2. Okay. Very good. All right. What did you say our a sub 1 was again?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. What's our d, our common difference?
Negative 20.
Yep, negative 20. All right. So now let's substitute the values in. So here, this is going to be a sub what?
12.
A sub 12. We're looking for the 12th number in the list, which is equal to the first number. What's the first number?
Negative 3.
We got negative 3 plus, what's n?
12.
12 minus 1 times, what's the common difference?
20.
Negative 20. Okay. Order of operations tells us this first, right? So that's negative 3 plus what? 11 times what? Negative 20. So let's type that in. We got negative 3 plus 11 times negative 20. And what does that give us? Negative 223. So a sub 12, the 12th number in the list, is negative 223. Any questions about that? All right. Yes, baby, go ahead.
How did you get the
Which one, for 20?
Yeah.
So here you're subtracting 20 to get to the next term. Does that make sense? Any other questions? Okay, very good. Very good. Are y'all sure you don't have any questions? All right, there's the sheet that I gave you on yesterday. Please take that worksheet out. It's the nth term. Arithmetic sequences, finding the nth term. It looks just like this, okay? Okay, so these are the practice problems that I want you to do. I'll do the first one with you so you can kind of get used to doing it. I need for you to show your work. That means for each problem, you do need to write down the formula. So the formula here is a sub n is equal to a sub 1. What else? Plus n minus 1 times d. All right, so the information, look at what I'm doing because this is how you show your work. Information needed. What's my n here? What number, what term am I looking for? Yeah, 35. You see here, a sub 35. That's what we're looking for. N is 35. What's my a sub 1? Okay, negative 19. And what's my common difference? My common difference is a positive 4. I'm adding 4 every time. Okay. So now I'm going to substitute these numbers into the formula so I can get the answer. I have a sub 35 is equal to, we got the first number, which is a negative 19, plus, again, 35 minus 1 times 4. So this is negative 19. We got plus 34 times 4. All right, so when we type that in, we type in negative 19 plus 34 times 4. And what does that give us?
117.
Very good, 117. So my a sub 35, my 35th number in the list, is 117. Any questions about that? Is there anyone that's lost? Please tell me if you are, and it's fine. I just need to know so I can help you. Patrick, do you understand, babe? Okay. Angel, do you understand? Okay. All right. All right. Do you need me to do another one, or do you think you'll be okay to do the others on your own? You need another one? Okay. Is everybody finished with this one? Peyton, did you have a question? You hesitated.
Oh no, I forgot how to get in the second, but I know that.
Do you understand that now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do another one. If you feel comfortable to go on your own, you can go on your own. Okay. There I think 4 problems on the back, so there are 10 problems total. Okay, I'm gonna do number 2. If you want to go on your own, that's fine. Just make sure that you get them right. If you have questions, just raise your hand. I'm gonna do number 2. Elijah, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna write the formula. Okay. A sub n, we know these are all arithmetic sequences, so we're going to use the arithmetic sequence formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference, d. Okay? So information that we need to know what n is. What term are we looking for, Elijah? 21, good job. What's the a sub 1? Negative 22, that's the first number in the list. What is the common difference here? It's 3. Positive or negative? Positive 3. You're adding 3 every time. Okay? So now we're going to substitute these values into the formula. We got a sub 21. It's 21st number in the list that we're looking for. Yes, you got a question? Go ahead. Uh-huh. In the formula, it's lowercase a, but it's capitalized. Okay. A sub 1 is going to be negative 22 plus n. N is 21, so we got 21 minus 1. Elijah, you okay?
Yes.
You sure? Times 3. All I did there was substitute. Does that make sense? So now all you're doing is order of operations to find your answer. So you're doing what's in the parentheses first, which is 20. So this is negative 22 plus 20 times 3. So you can type this in. Negative 22 plus 20 times 3. You see that? Are you sure? And what did you get as your answer? 38. So the 21st number in the list is 38. Are you okay with that? Okay, Jacob, are you okay? All right. Let me see. Anybody else got questions? Are you prepared to do the others on your own, or does anybody need me to do another one? Okay. All right, go ahead and finish all the way through number 10 that's on the back, please. And I do want you to paste this down in your notebook. This will be page 14, okay? Please write page 14. This will be page 14. This goes with page 14.